Greetings, everybody. If you don't know me, my name's Jimmie Sea, and this is my channel. I'm building it from scratch with my own original content. I was born in Chicago, Illinois, in the late 1970s, early 1980s. If you really want my true age, Google it. In that process, my mother is a chemical engineer. She was in school, different things like that. My daddy became a reverend. And me and my brother was in between education and religion as we grew up. My mother made sure that we learned how to think. We learned how to cook and clean. We learned how to be considerate of other people's feelings, and we had respect for our elders and basically everybody. We loved family. Family loved us back. And we took care of our friends. And that's basically how I developed into the person that I am now, with those morals and values and those disciplines. And once I learned something, I always go to the next level. Being born on the South Side and my mom and dad separating, we moved to LeClaire Courts. That's the projects on the southwest side, right off Cicero in Chicago, 43rd. And that's where I developed all my friendships and my flipping skills and my crate basketball skills, and my basketball skills, because we used to be at the rec house every day, flipping off gates, garages, doing a whole bunch of types of different stuff. I used to always get in trouble because my mama didn't want me to go outside while she was at school, but I wasn't having it. I'd rather just take the punishment so I can get the quality of fun that I should have as a child. And that was bad. I paid for it, and I learned from it as well. Excuse me. But anyway, after I graduated grade school, after I graduated from Mark Twain Elementary, we moved to Maywood, Illinois. That's when I went to Proviso East. And it was a different experience. It was different because Black people weren't all bunched up together. They had their own houses and had their own companies, and it was more open. The city shut down at around 10 o'clock. Wouldn't really be nobody out on the streets, but there was still crime, and there was still poverty, still guns and drugs. So I went through that effect as well. I did a little bit of drugs. Never shot anybody. If I had to, I would, but I try not to get into those situations. I try to take arguments and simmer them down before they get out of hand, because people don't know how to deal with their anger these days, because they haven't been raised to think. They've been raised to act off emotion. So I survived high school. A lot of my friends died. That was a lot of pain because I was engaged with them. We were playing sports, making music, gang banging, messing with women, smoking weed and drinking, doing all those things that some teenagers do. I'm not going to say all, and I wouldn't condone it to even ever start it, only because it becomes a vice, a preventative vice, something that you would have to give up in order to get to a certain place that you want to be. So not taking it in the first place is the best route to go. My mother told me the same thing, but I didn't listen. And now I don't really struggle with some of those things, but some of those things become an issue when you look at the yearly income that you're spending on inadequate things. But anyway, I'm just giving you a real breakdown of myself, so you'll know. When I was 5, though, to go step back into it, to kind of bring you into the characteristics of myself, I started to learn how to play volleyball. And volleyball was that element that took my focus from the streets and put it into my self-improvement, into my self-development, into my growth, basically. And I took that and I ran with it. The only thing that I didn't like about me being talented is that in most cases, that's the only reason why people ever dealt with me in the first place, because I had something that they could use. And I've always felt like that. No one would know me if I wasn't talented, and that's fine. But it's kind of a bummer when you really look at it. Well, anyway, I'd continued to play volleyball, basketball, a little bit of football. I was a barber at the age of 12. I started cutting everybody's hair in my family, in the neighborhood, wherever I was, and people needed their hair cut. They knew who to find. And then later on, I went to Larry's Barber College for that, just because I wanted to enhance it. As well as I was owned 25% of a hurricane disaster company during the time that Hurricane Katrina and Rita hit. So I went hurricane. I went to the areas of the hurricane to fix damage for people who had trees in their house, whose houses were full of mold and flooded out. Those things like that. And I obtained a lot of skills. I obtained my carpentry, my electrical, my cabinetry, my drywall skills, my management skills, my customer service skills. So all of that in a nutshell is me. I am everything that I have encountered, everything that I have had a little bit of time to develop into myself. I've taken that and used it for better quality in my life. So with that being said, and yes, I do have a family. I have 5 children. I'm married again. My first marriage didn't work out. I ain't pointing no fingers, and I ain't really gonna say anything about it because it's done. So it's just another hardship in my life that made me stronger. It actually helped me to develop myself in herbs, in organic herbs for holistic living and healing the body, basically putting the right things in the body so the body can do the job that it's supposed to. I learned that so when my family gets sick, I don't have to take them to the doctor. I can take care of them right at home. I can build their immune systems. I can feed them organic, healthy, nice, flavorful foods, and we can all be happy and have the right chemical balance within our bodies. I went to college for carpentry. After I'd already learned carpentry, I went to college because I needed that. I was at a hard time in my life. And what's better to do when you're going through hardship than to develop yourself more? It'll leverage out the problem. It'll leverage out the issue. So I'm super excited. I'm trying to be calm. I'm really nervous because I don't do this. I don't open myself up to people. I've been internal for a very long time. So for me to do this is big ups. But I want your opinion on my music, on the channel. I want to know how you feel about what I'm doing, because I'm really excited. I'm damn excited. Even though no one's excited with me that I know. It's always people that you don't know that invest in you and put more time into you in some cases well, I'm gonna say from the Black experience than it is that those that you know. And I know all types of people, all types of races. I got love for all types of people, except the ones that don't got love for me. What do I stand on as far as how I feel about the world and what's going on in it? It's a mess. Negativity, crime, lack of trust, people that steal from their own country. Like, it's a lot of things going on. People that don't know how to treat people. People that think because they look a certain way or they got a certain amount of money that they can treat people any type of way. All that stuff needs to be eradicated. People who take their belief systems and throw them on other people. You got people that don't even have belief systems. They just believe in themselves. And they pray to the energies of the universe. And then you got those that, if you don't want to believe on what they believe on, then they don't mess with you. They won't help you. They turn the other cheek. And that's fine. Everybody does what they do. But I'm doing what I do. And what I do is this music. What I do is whatever I must do in order to reach the point that I must reach. So this isn't a fly-by-night thing. I'm gonna be on the scene for a while. And then when everything blows over, I'm really gonna be on the scene. Because it needs to be some type of balance in this industry. You can't just have all negative and all murder music and all, yo, bitch ain't this, or all that other stuff. All that stuff is, we done that before. We haven't really done things to show that we love each other as a group, as a human race. So it's a lot of work to be done. I want to be a part of that work, rebuilding relationships with people, helping people as much as I can. I'd rather be a billionaire in helping people than to have $1 billion in the bank. $1 billion just sitting, doing nothing, when money is a tool. That's just a quick perspective of me. When you see the video, you can give me your perspective. Subscribe, like, and comment in the subscription and the comment area, just so I can be more detailed in my moves, in conjunction or parallel with what you want to hear and what you're interested in. And that's important to me, because I don't just make music for myself, even though for years it felt like I did. I make music for everyone, and anyone at any age can listen to my music and not be harmed, but be enlightened or learn something from my experience. And that's the goal. That's the foundational goal. As things get thicker, things get greater and more gets done, but I can't fly before I walk. So this is the process that I'm in. And I want to thank you for your ears. I know we're going on around 15 minutes. This is Jimmie Sea's channel. And it's your channel as well. Listen to it as much as you want to. Comment as much as you want to. And I'll be doing these videos on the regular, just to explain my content, and just to explain new content that hasn't came out, and what direction I'm going to be choosing to go in as time goes on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your time, your patience, for your ears, for your eyes, for your love. Jimmie Sea checking out. Peace.